David Lloyd George, the 17th of January 1863 to the 26th of March 1945, was a prominent British statesman and the Liberal Party leader, who served as the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom from 1916 to 1922. He is widely recognized for his leadership during World War I and his significant contributions to the war effort and post-war reconstruction. David Lloyd George was born in Manchester to Welsh parents. After the death of his father, his mother moved the family to her native village of Llanystumdwy in Wales, where Lloyd George was raised. He trained as a solicitor and began his political career as a radical liberal, winning a seat in Parliament for the Carnarvon boroughs in 1890. Known for his eloquence and passion, he quickly became a leading advocate for social reform and Welsh nationalism. Lloyd George's political career saw a steady rise as he championed various social reforms. He became president of the Board of Trade in 1905 and introduced measures to address industrial disputes. In 1908, he was appointed Chancellor of the Exchequer under Prime Minister H. Asquith. As Chancellor, Lloyd George introduced significant social welfare reforms, including the introduction of state pensions and national insurance, which laid the foundations for the British welfare state. Lloyd George's most significant contributions came during World War I. Initially serving as Minister of Munitions from 1915, he was responsible for addressing the severe shortages of munitions and improving the efficiency of arms production. His dynamic approach and organizational skills led to a significant increase in the production of war materials. In 1916, the war effort was facing severe challenges, and dissatisfaction with Asquith's leadership led to a political crisis. Lloyd George was appointed Secretary of State for War, and, shortly thereafter, became Prime Minister on the 7th of December 1916. His appointment marked a turning point in the British war effort. As Prime Minister, Lloyd George implemented a more centralized and coordinated approach to the war effort. He established the War Cabinet, a small group of ministers focused on military strategy and resource allocation. Lloyd George's leadership style was characterized by his ability to inspire and his hands-on approach to problem-solving. He played a crucial role in securing the cooperation of Britain's allies, particularly in coordinating military strategy with France and the United States. Lloyd George was instrumental in the establishment of the Supreme War Council, which improved Allied coordination. His administration also introduced significant domestic measures to support the war effort, including conscription, rationing, and increased taxation. Lloyd George's leadership helped to boost public morale and maintain political stability during the tumultuous war years. After the war, Lloyd George was a key figure in the peace negotiations, playing a prominent role at the Paris Peace Conference in 1919. He was instrumental in shaping the Treaty of Versailles, although his decisions, particularly regarding the harsh treatment of Germany, were later criticized for contributing to the conditions that led to World War II. Lloyd George's post-war government focused on reconstruction and social reform, including efforts to build homes for returning soldiers and expand education. However, economic difficulties and political challenges led to a decline in his popularity. In 1922, Lloyd George's coalition government fell apart, and he resigned as Prime Minister. Although he remained active in politics, his influence waned in the years that followed. He continued to advocate for social reform and international peace until his death in 1945. David Lloyd George is remembered as one of Britain's greatest wartime leaders. His dynamic leadership during World War I, combined with his earlier social reforms, left a lasting impact on British society. Despite controversies and criticisms, his contributions to the war effort and his vision for a fairer, more equitable society cement his place in history as a transformative figure in British politics.